Toyota just killed Honda's future with the new RAV4 update? Well, to be honest, it's not just Honda. Every other company is feeling the heat. It has been dominating the segment with a few bumps on the road, but the new model is just better in every way. The already good RAV4 is now a beast with a new concept based on practicality. It is one of the most sold cars ever, and any change will have a ripple effect on the whole industry. And this is very good for us, the customers. Let me explain. Performance. The RAV4 is one of the best SUVs on the market right now. We can safely say that even the current generation available right now is better than most in the industry in terms of performance and capability. It has always been the top pick, and the new generation will even be better. This is because it definitely has a higher base engine horsepower and maximum horsepower that will be improved on the next one. It comes with 3 different engine options. The first one is a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder engine, which gives the car a maximum power of about 176 horsepower. The second one is a hybrid, which offers 219 horsepower, while the last one is a plug-in hybrid with the RAV4 Prime, which has a power of about 308 horsepower. But that doesn't mean there are no rivals. In fact, this is the most anticipated competitive segment with the Toyota RAV4 and the CR-V, 2 very different but worthy competition SUVs that dominate the market. However, the CR-V only comes in 2 engine variations. One is a turbocharged 1.5-litre 4-cylinder engine with a power output of around 190 horsepower, while the other is a hybrid engine with a maximum power output of 204 horsepower. So it's no wonder that Toyota has been leading the pack when it comes to the engine. The Honda CR-V has quite a margin to catch up. And the new RAV4 model will be built on the newest and latest Toyota has to offer, the TNGA-F platform. It is sturdy, rugged, and reliable. Almost all of the flagship cars and trucks come with this platform, and there is no doubt about the quality. But before we go any further, let's talk about the real show-off, the RAV4 Hybrid. Like other SUVs, it's got that i4 engine setup, but with a twist. It's packing 2 electric motors under the hood. One of them is paired up with the large 2.5-litre 4-cylinder, while the other gets power to the rear wheels. What this means is that the RAV4 Hybrid rolls out with all-wheel drive, but without any clunky mechanical link between the front and rear axles, which is pretty impressive. And this bad boy, with this configuration, can make you go from 0 to 60 in a respectable 7.1 seconds. Plus, it sips fuel like a champ, boasting around 41 miles per gallon in the city and 38 on the open road. But hang on, we're not finished. The RAV4 Prime, the plug-in hybrid variant, is even better. With a beefier battery, it flexes its muscles with a whopping 302 horsepower. This thing gets to 60 from 0 in just 5.5 seconds. But most people worry about battery mileage, and that is for a good reason. But you don't have to worry about the RAV4 because it is a hybrid, and on top of that, it has an all-electric range of 42 miles, perfect for those shorter trips around town. And when it switches to hybrid mode, you clearly see the mind-blowing efficiency. It's pulling in around 94 miles per gallon combined. That's some serious fuel saving, better than most cars. So, do you still wonder why the RAV4 stands out in the crowd? All of this makes it one of the most appealing cars ever. And this engineering marvel can tow a maximum of 3,500 pounds, which is more than enough to be honest. But again, this SUV has so many fierce rivals, and the new generation will be trying to consider that more than anything. That will be one of the most determining factors. Watch carefully because we're about to jump into it. Plan versus competition. Well, the major rival, like we said earlier, is obviously the CR-V, but it's still waiting for its plug-in hybrid counterpart to hit the streets. The RAV4 Prime has already been stealing the show. However, the CR-V makes it count where it matters, because the hybrid options for both cars are just amazing. That's where the trend is going these days, so the CR-V Hybrid is made to be the best alternative, with a 2-litre setup and 2 electric motors added in. The result is a powerful car that delivers 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. It can go from 0 to 60 in about 7.5 seconds and gets around 40 miles per gallon in the city and 35 miles per gallon on the highways. This is not better than the RAV4, but it is still worthy of competition. Plus, the CR-V is better at other things that could be game changers and determine most decisions. The 2023 CR-V boasts improved sensors, promising smoother responses. And while every CR-V comes equipped with hill descent control and a snow driving mode, these are only available on select RAV4 trims. Now you might be saying, that's very disappointing to not have it as a standard, or even some of the modern features that its rivals have. But it is very intentional and a genius move by Toyota. Let me explain. There are other major issues that Toyota is eager to fix, because although the Toyota RAV4 is a popular SUV that has received praise for its reliability and practicality, some reviewers have complained that the larger wheels and tyres on the RAV4 can make the ride a bit rough on uneven roads. While this may be a minor drawback for some drivers, it is still a source of concern, because one of the RAV4's standout features is its smooth and responsive ride. So they have to fix such issues for the sake of their reputation. Ultimately, the ride quality of the 2024 Toyota RAV4 will depend on a variety of factors, including the size of the wheels, the suspension setup, and the driving conditions. If ride quality is a concern for you, it may be worth considering a trim level or package that comes with smaller wheels or a different suspension setup, or even buying another SUV like the CR-V. However, Toyota has one secret recipe that not many companies can match, and that is its value proposition. The RAV4 is the most reliable and dependable car ever, and on top of that, it has one of the best mileages, which saves tons of money in the long run. No other manufacturer can match that. So let's talk about the numbers. Prices. There is no question about getting value for your money when it comes to the RAV4, but the new one is expected to be priced even more reasonably. As the competition is like the CR-V, it's likely to inch up a bit. The details are still under wraps, but the current CR-V kicks off just shy of $30,000, with a hybrid version adding about $3,000 more to that tag. So the new RAV4 starting price might undercut the CR-V? As of current prices, the RAV4 is very great. Starting at just over $28,000, the RAV4 packs a punch for the price, especially the hybrids, clocking in at just $3,000 more than their gas-guzzling counterparts. And the all-wheel drive includes a $1,400 add-on for base models. If you're going for the top-tier RAV4 Limited and Limited Hybrid, you have to be willing to pay around $36,500. But that's for the current lineup, so expect a bit of a price bump, around $2,000 on average. And with 13 different trim levels to choose from, the RAV4 caters to every taste and wallet size. But here's the kicker, even with that, the RAV4 is still a bang for your buck. With top marks for reliability, unmatched resale value comes with it too. I mean, think about it. An average car depreciates its value faster than ice would melt. But not Toyota. You see, companies can put on all the modern technologies and extra features and still not be able to beat the RAV4. Because those are just extras, add-ons. What buyers mostly care about is getting a car that does what it needs to. If we can get more features for our bucks, then that would be great. Toyota knows this, and that is why they've been winning the market for decades. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see more reviews of SUVs, trucks, and cars, then check out our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.